Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Vajda, and I'd like to invite you to pause for a minute and think about something simple, but something important. How much of your day is spent problem solving? For many of us, it can feel like one problem after another. We wake up, and almost immediately, our brain kicks in and starts working. What needs to be fixed? What needs attention? What needs a decision? What's falling apart? What do I do next? And sometimes we don't even realize how much of our day is taken up with this kind of mental effort. So I want to ask you a few questions. How do you deal with problems during your day? Do you feel grounded when problems come up? Or do you feel pulled into urgency, pressure, and constant figuring things out? And how much of your day gets taken up with problem solving, managing, fixing, planning, worrying, and trying to stay ahead of what life is bringing you? Some of the problems we deal with are practical. Some are emotional. Some are related to work. Some are related to relationships, money, health, family, or difficult choices. And often, it's not just a single problem. It's a collection of smaller problems, tensions, and unfinished outcomes, and unfinished concerns that build up over time. So the real question is not, what are the problems? It is also, what happens in me when I am dealing with problems? And there's the emotional side to it. When you're dealing with problems, what feelings show up? Do you notice frustration, sadness, fear, confusion, anger, discouragement, or anxiety? Sometimes we're so focused on solving the problem, the emotional experience of it. But the emotions are there. They shape our thinking, our reactions, our energy, and even our sense of hope. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. Maybe you feel impatient. Maybe you feel shut down. And maybe you feel like you have to keep going, even when you're tired. And sometimes we don't name the feelings, but they are there nevertheless. And what about your body? What is your body telling you when you're in the middle of problem solving? Do your shoulders tighten? Does your jaw clench? Does your breathing get shallow? Do you feel heaviness in your chest? Tension in your stomach? Fatigue? Restlessness? A sense of being braced, as if you're preparing for the next difficulty. The body often tells the truth before the mind does. It may be saying, "This is too much," or "Slow down," or "Something here needs attention," or simply, I'm carrying more than I want to carry. And this is where I think we begin to find something deeper. Because problem solving is not simply about thinking harder. Problem solving is also becoming aware of what we feel, what we carry, and how our body is responding. When we notice these things, we begin to meet life with a little more clarity and a little less strain. This is part of what I explore in my book. I write about how we can move toward a wiser, calmer, more grounded way of being with the challenges that come to us. The goal is not to eliminate all problems. The goal is to meet problems differently, to notice more, to react less automatically, to listen more closely, and to stay a little more centered while life is asking something of us. So as you move through your day, I invite you to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What is my body telling me? How much of my energy is being taken up with problem solving? And is there a steadier, more quiet way to meet this moment? Maybe that is where wisdom begins. Maybe that is where peace begins. And maybe that is where we learn to live life with a little more presence.